Okay, everybody. All right. I know it's 1:19. It's not 1:30 yet, but let's go ahead and get started here. This is going to be kind of exciting, actually. So we're going to be doing a game. All right, we're going to test your knowledge and skills here in just a second. But just before we get started here, just real quick, if so in our classes, specifically with my classes, I have some available spots. I can fill in 20 more people into my classes. So if there's anybody who wants to be on my in my class, you know who I am. So if you want to be in my class, please let me know simply by going to our website, or just letting me know on a messenger, or somehow. You can call me, you can text me, I can't give my personal phone number, unfortunately, away unless it's in a private session. That's the only time I can do it. So if you go to homerehabnetwork.com, okay, let me see if I can show you here real quick. Let me see if I can show you that real fast. So you go to homerehabnetwork.com, and you're going to scroll down a little bit where you see where it says contact us. So you would click on that, and you click on that, put in your name, your phone number and email address, and just down below on the messages side, just down below here, just simply write in that you want to you want to speak to Alex. And I'll know it's for me. You just press submit. Oh, you got to put your name and stuff or else it won't get submitted. But yeah, if you go to our website, scroll down where it says, right here, scroll down where it says contact us. Right there, you just click on that contact us button right there. Okay? All right. So I have a bit of a pretty awesome game. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Ellen. I got a pretty awesome game. It's called a Breathing Jeopardy game. This is where we actually get to win prizes. We have sponsors that give us gifts and stuff like that for donations to keep these Jeopardy games, or kind of help support us and stuff like that. So anyways, it's going to kind of be really exciting, I feel. So let's go ahead and get into works. Like I said before, I have space for 20 more people in my class. So hold on one second, make sure I have everything here. So I have space in I have about 20 more spots in my class. So I would recommend that if you're trying to get into my class, go to homerehabnetwork.com. Don't have to sign in or anything. Just scroll down a little bit where you see the contact us, and all you're doing. Hold on one second. There's something on here. I just don't like the. Yeah, that looks like it cleared it up a little bit. Yeah, that looked better. Anyways. There's a spot on homerehabnetwork.com. So you go there where it says contact us. If you scroll down just a little bit, I'll show you again. So you see here. So I'm going to scroll down just a little bit right at the home page where it says contact us. Click on that button. Scroll down a bit where you see where it says contact us today. Just put your first name, last name, phone number, email address, so I have a way to contact you. And on the messages side, just say you want to speak to Alex. Not that you want to sign up or anything. Just say you want to talk to Alex. And then press submit. Later, after this live view, I will keep my Zoom open for anybody who wants to talk to me personally one-on-one. Or whoever, if there's more people coming. But yeah, if you want to contact me, or you want to get into the program itself, or you want to communicate with me, or you want to just finding out at what I can do for you type of thing. Basically just let me put my 20 years of experience in breathing care to basically work for you. You know, of course, and I'll be working with you step by step until your breathing is easier and living fuller. My dedication to pulmonary rehab has been pretty vast for about 25 years of experience. I've done a lot with a lot of patients, but I do have 20 more spaces available in my class. So if you're interested in joining into my class, please let me know. Okay, we'll talk about it. I'll see what's going on, and I'll see what I can do for you. Okay. That being said, hold on one second. This is my second time catching you on YouTube. Your sessions set days and times. So on YouTube, it's different. So I go on here on Tuesdays and Thursdays for the live events here, like what I'm doing right now on Facebook and YouTube. So I go on here on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 1 p.m. Today, I was just setting up a game, so I came in earlier and just said at 1 o'clock, I announced that I'm going to bring everything back open, and I'm going to turn everything back on again. But I wanted to work on, finish up on this game, the questions on this game, so we can all play it. That's why I opened up at 1:25, because I told everybody, to come back in, let me just finish setting up, and we'll get started there. Oh, for the classes, the available times for classes are, so the days are Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Frenchie, don't eat my gloves, baby. Don't eat my gloves. So my classes days are Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. It's all Eastern time, 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m., then 1 p.m., 2 p.m., 3 p.m. You have the autonomy to go in. If I see you, I'll talk to you. And of course, I'll see what kind of problems you're having. And I'll just give you my 2 cents on what I can do and what we should be doing and what you can do at home. Give you some tips and tricks and stuff like that. So I'll keep my Zoom open after this class for 1 hour. But for those who want to be in the class with me, okay? For those who want to be in the class or just want to ask some questions, that's what I'm leaving my Zoom open for. So to go into my Zoom, to go into the Zoom program, you have to go into homerehabnetwork.com. Let me show you. So you go to homerehabnetwork.com, you click on Enter Appointment, scroll down a little bit where it says click on Enter Appointment. So this one works a little differently. So you click on this. Let me show you. You click on this. If this will allow me to. Oh, there he goes. Well, I'm using it on this thing, but anyways, you click on this. You select Alex Grichuhin as being your respiratory therapist. It's going to ask you what your oxygen is, if you're okay, things like that. But once you click on that, that'll take you directly to class after you fill out that small little form. The form is a vitals form. Everyone has to enter their vitals before coming into class. And all that means is, if you're sick, how sick do you feel? 10 being the worst. If you're out of breath, how out of breath you feel. That's a Borg scale. And if you have your oxygen, if you have your SpO2, your pulse oximeter, it'll ask for those readings. And if you don't have those readings, just put NA, not available. That's fine with me. Okay? All right, everybody. Is everyone ready for the game? Ready for the game? This is going to be awesome. I really think this is going to be really awesome. Let's see here. Okay. Wonder if that's the right one. Just had this. Ah, here we are. Here we are. Okay, everybody. So let me enlarge this just a little bit so I can see this better. Okay. All right. So this is the game. It's called Breathing Jeopardy. We get to win prizes here, but this is a test run to see if you guys would like it. And if you like it, I'll do this more often. And then I'll bring in the prizes. And of course, if you win the grand prize, I will ship that out, or the company will ship that out to you. I believe the prize they were talking about was a smart scale. It's about $70 worth. And yeah, you'll get it for free. Yeah. I think it's like $75. It's called a smart scale. It doesn't just measure your weight. It does all these other fancy stuff. But anyways, so this is breathing Jeopardy. Does anybody want to go first? Okay, I'll start this off, okay? How about, let's go with pulse oximeter for 300. Okay? If you guys get this right, just write in the comment section as quickly as you can and press enter. So here we go. Pulse oximeter for 300. What is a modified Allen's test when choosing the right finger for pulse oximetry? What is a modified Allen's test when choosing the right finger for pulse oximetry? Does anybody know? Okay, a modified Allen's test is something we would do for an arterial blood gas. When somebody's doing something simple, it's not necessarily the ring finger. What is index? Oh, I love it. Pamela, you're awesome. That's funny. That's awesome. What is index? So, what is the modified Allen's test when choosing the right finger for pulse oximetry? The right answer is, it is where you would close your hand, making a fist, and then open your hand to test how long does blood flow back to that hand, just to check to see. No idea but the middle finger? Yeah, no worries, Allison. Yeah, it's to choose which one's the most vascular. And you would clench your hands real tight, and you would open it up, taking a look at the palm of your hands as you open it up, and see how fast blood circulates back through to that hand. So when you clench your hands, you know, it pushes the blood out. It's a capillary response. Very good. Okay. All right. Anybody want to go next? All right, I'll do another one here. I'll probably, because I haven't done this with everyone like this, so I'll do it like this. I'll pick them, okay? Unless you want to pick them, but I'll pick them unless you write in the comment section that you want to pick, let's say, random facts for 200. Here, let's go with random facts for 200. Let's see what this is. What percentage of oxygen in the air we breathe in? Anybody? Come on. What percentage of oxygen in the air that we breathe in? What's the percentage? Correct answer is 21%. Guys, gotta be quick, gotta be quick. No, it's not 21. Very good, Mike. 21% was correct. Okay, next. Let's go with... No problem, Jeanette. Not 25. It was 21%. Good job, Larry and Allison. Good. Patricia, very good. It's not 22. It's 21. It's actually 20.95 millimeters of mercury. We just round up and say 21. It's all right. Don't worry. Let's see if we get the next one, okay? All right, let's go with heart for 100. This might be one I did, but it might be one that I didn't do, so I'm not sure. Let's see. How can the heart affect breathing? That's a good question. Heart for 100. Okay, Ruth. How can the heart affect breathing? How can the heart affect breathing? I'll give you a moment to write in your answers. And once I get some submitted answers, I'll display the answer. You know what? I'm kind of really digging this. What is pumps blood? It's not a bad answer. That's actually not a bad answer at all. I would say, Pamela, you're... yeah, actually, Pamela, you're right. It can make... Hold on one second. Mike says... It can work too hard. That's very good. That's a really good answer. Not enough blood circulating. That is very specific to it, yes. Not pumping blood correctly. All those answers are fantastic. So CO2 and oxygen have to move in the blood, so heart disease can slow that down as the heart is not pumping correctly. That's the answer. But your answers that you displayed are not bad at all. They are still considered correct. All right, let's go to our next one. Anybody else? Let's go with breathing mechanisms for 300. Woo! No one's choosing the 500s, huh? Let's go with 300. What happens to the chest cavity size when you exhale? What happens? So this is one I did not write up. So this one I would have to, anyways, this is not one I made up, by the way. What happens to the chest cavity size when you exhale? It's not that hard of an answer. I mean, a question. The answer is not bad, I promise you. It shrinks. I like that answer, Jeanette. I like that answer. Let's see. Anybody else? It deflates. I like that, Millie. Decreases. Good job, Mike. That sounds really awesome. Let's see here. It decreases. Oh my gosh, Mike was on the money on that one. Yeah. It was perfectly on the money. That's fantastic. All right. Let's go ahead and get out of that one here. Let's go with a 500. Let's go with lung disease for 500, okay? Come on, let's go with the tough one. I like the tough ones. The easy ones are easy. All right, let's see here. What is the name of the molecule that binds to oxygen molecule? What is the name of the molecule that binds to oxygen molecule? What is the name of the molecule that binds to oxygen molecule? What is, I don't know. Pamela. What kind of answer is that? Hemoglobin molecule. Mike, I'm assuming that's what you're meaning. Yes, Carol, you're on the money. Hemoglobin, that is correct. Very good. Carol nailed it right on the head, and I'm assuming, Mike, that's what you were trying to go for. You might have like some big fingers or something and accidentally pressed the other buttons there and misspelled it. But that's completely fine. I understand what you meant. Very good, Mike. Very good, Carol. All right. Okay, let's go with heart disease for 400. It's all right, Mike. I misspell all the time. You know, I got big chunky fingers myself. Let's go with heart for 400. A heart rate at 70% is a moderate level exercise. Where should your Borg scale be at? So for those that don't know, a Borg scale is how out of breath you feel subjectively, 10 being the worst, 0 being the least. So if I'm exercising at 70% of my maximum heart rate, which would be a moderate level exercise, my Borg scale, I would think, would be at what? What do you think? I have my answer in my head, but I'm just wondering if it's right. But before I give my answers, what is 5? Not a bad answer though, Pamela. That is not bad at all. I think you might actually be right on that, because that's what I would. Michelle, 6, actually 5, Mike. Those numbers are not bad at all. I would have to agree with you guys there. What is 5? Chrissy, not bad at all. Let's see here. 5 to a 6 if 10 was the worst. So yes, Michael. See Mike, Larry. It's like, oh, you guys got good, great job, Carol. What is 7? So unfortunately, no, 7 is not right. 7 is where it's unmanageable. 7 is like it's getting too much, like it's too bad. You guys are rocking it. You guys are awesome. Fantastic job. Okay. All right. Anybody who's in my class better be getting these things right. I'm telling you. Woo! I'll work you out 3 times harder. All right, random facts. Let's go with random facts for 400. Which process does the plant use to produce oxygen that we need? Which process does the plant use? Oh, that I know the answer to this. Anybody want to give any answers? It's a process. Think respiration for a human being. What would be the equivalent to a plant? Which process does the plant use to produce oxygen that we need? Oh, you guys are so awesome. Photosynthesis. Jeanette and Carol. Awesome job. Carol, you are knocking out of the ballpark. Jeanette, fantastic job. All right, photosynthesis. Oh, Allison, excellent. Photosynthesis is correct. You guys are awesome. Look at you guys go. Oh my gosh, we have to do this again. And most likely we're going to do this. I'm going to bring some prizes. I'm going to bring some prizes so everyone at least kind of gets to win a prize in a sense. Let's go with random facts for 500. I'm curious what this is. What condition causes narrowing airway and difficulty in breathing? Oh my gosh, you better get this right. Oh my gosh, you better get this right. What condition causes narrowing of the airway and difficulty breathing? Come on, everyone. Come on. Come on, Larry. Emphysema? It's not a bad answer. It's not a bad answer. Mike, not bad answer, but it needs to be very specific. There's 5 types of COPDs. It can't be, COPD is a, Debbie, Larry, oh my gosh, I think because that's the answer I was thinking of too. Asthma, I was thinking that as well. IPF is not the narrowing of the airway though. IPF, which is idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis, is where the DLCO starts dropping because the alveolar capillary membranes are getting too thick, where the gases are having a hard time transporting past. So I wouldn't pick that answer, but it was a great answer. Mike, you're going with asthma as well? Bronchiolitis? Broncho? All right, everyone. I'm going to say it's asthma because that sounds, yeah, there we go. Asthma. You guys are awesome. Don't worry. Okay, here we go. Let's go with breathing. Can you believe I said that? Breathing mechanisms for 100. Okay, here we go. What is the name of the muscle that assists with breathing? What is the name of the muscle that assists with breathing? Well, just so you guys know, there's 2 of them. You have intercostals, and you also have a diaphragm. So I'm not sure which one is it being specific on. I'm assuming it's going with the largest one. But guys, give me an answer on what you think. What do you think the answer is? Yeah, I was thinking diaphragm as well. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Becky, Carol, very good. What is diaphragm? You know, maybe we need to make that the rule where you have to put it what is. It has to be relayed as a question. And then the question itself has to be relayed as an answer. Just like a tradition, you know. Anyways, here, let's see. Diaphragm is right. But Glenda and Michelle, and Mike, those are still, you're not wrong. You are right. Intercostal muscles do assist with the breathing. You have intercostal muscles and you have diaphragmatic muscles. The diaphragm just happens to be the largest one, so you're still good. Okay, let's go with pulse oximeter for 100. How long do you have to wait to get a reading on your pulse oximeter? How long do you have to wait to get a reading on your pulse oximeter? "30 seconds. I love you guys. Jeanette, you know it's 30 seconds. How many times have I brought that up? I always say 30 to 40 seconds. Yeah. 30 to 40 seconds. What is a minute? Well, I mean, you wouldn't be wrong if you waited a couple minutes. Nah, I think that might be too. Well, you know what? Debbie, you're right. It is. You know why? Because some people have poor circulation where they have to wait longer. So I'm not going to say that's wrong. I'm going to say that's right as well. What is 30 seconds? You are correct. 30 seconds. Very good. Very good, everybody. Okay. Let's go with lung disease for 100. Which lung disease is characterized by the abnormal accumulation of SCA? SCA. I don't know what that one is. SCA. Sclerosis, lateral accumulation. No. I'm assuming it was meant to be scarring, which would be pulmonary fibrosis. What? I think this question was messed up. It's not my fault. I didn't do it. Let's get out of that one and let's go to the next one. Let's see if this one's. Which gas is exhaled from the body? Oh my gosh, I swear to you. If anybody scar tissue, right, Allison? That's what I was thinking too. But which gas is exhaled from the body? If somebody gets this wrong, I swear to God, I'm going to scream. CO2. Thank you. Anybody else? CO2. Excellent. 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 Because I would say that would be 100% correct. And that's, yeah, CO2 or carbon dioxide. Very good. Excellent. Excellent. All right. Next question is on the heart. Heart, let's go. Do you want to do the 200? Let's go to 200. What is the calculation for your maximum heart rate? Oh, I know. What is the calculation for your maximum heart rate? That's 220 minus what? I'm not going to give you the full answer. I'll just give you a little bit of a hint. It's going to be 220 minus your age. Yes. What is age? But you had to put in 220 minus your age. So it's 220 minus your age. Okay. Yeah, Mike. Yes. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay. Let's go with heart for 300. Actually, let's go to 500. What is the name of the high energy molecule produced during respiration? This is heart related? What's the name of the high energy molecule produced during respiration? Huh. What is the name of the energy molecule? High energy molecule. The only thing I'm thinking of here, does anybody have any guesses? I don't know this one. I mean, I do know it, but I'm not sure if it's the right one. It seems like the only one that's jumping in my head is glucose. And that's what it's in my head right now, but I'm not sure if that's right. Actually, I'm like 90% sure it's correct. You're saying oxygen? What is no clue? Oh, adrenaline triphosphate. My gosh. Alex, why? I know this answer. Oh, ATP, adenosine triphosphate, is the answer. That is correct. I was thinking glucose. I was thinking glucose. All right. Well, I was wrong on that. It was adrenaline triphosphate. I know that answer. I don't know why I got that answer wrong, but I knew that answer. Oh my gosh. ATP. That is correct. What chance? Yeah, no, it's not oxygen. Adenine triphosphate, usually if you ever hear of mitochondria, well, that's what they develop. They develop ATP, which is an energy, it's basically, it's a very high energy producing molecule, and that's really exactly what it is. My gosh, I can't believe I got that wrong. I was thinking in my head, what jumped in my head was glucose. I don't know. All right. Well, that's horrible. Let me see. But I don't think that's really heart related, but they're saying it is. Okay, this is a good one. If you have AFib, will you get the correct pulse rate reading on your pulse ox? With atrial fibrillation, I don't think anybody will get an accurate reading on their pulse ox. They would have to check it manually. That's what, in the clinical guidelines, that's what they tell us to do. What is no? Yeah, that's what I would say. No, it should be done manually. Yeah, because that's what I would have done if, what is methylene blue? All right, how about breathing mechanisms for 200? When you inhale, does your diaphragm contract or relax? When you inhale, does your diaphragm contract or relax? This is a very good question, but I'm not going to give you any answers on this one. What is contract? What is no? Your mom has AFib? A lot of people do. It's not necessarily life-threatening, but you can work on it. What is contract? Okay, let's check and see. Contract, and you are 100% correct. So when you inhale, your diaphragm pulls. Okay, so when it's pulling, it's not relaxing, it's contracting. Very good. Okay, let's go with breathing mechanisms for 500. What is the purpose of intercostal muscles during breathing? What a weird question that is. What is the purpose of intercostal muscles during breathing? All right. They contract to expand the rib cage. I mean, that's pretty obvious. Okay. Let's go with breathing mechanisms for 400. Pamela, you're still right on that, because I would have, yes. I'm going to say that you're right on that too. The process of air moving in and out of the lungs are called... The process of air moving in and out of the lungs are called... What is breathing? Let's see here. Ventilation. But you know what, Jeanette? Breathing and ventilation are the same thing. Yeah. This says ventilation, but if you say breathing, I understand that is the same thing as ventilation, so you're fine. It's ventilation, but it's respiration is still correct. Breathing is still correct. Yeah. It's like saying tomato, tomato. All right, pulse oximeter for 500. What should a person do if they get a reading of 30% oxygen? What should the person do? If they put their pulse ox on and they get a reading of 30% on their oxygen, what should the person do? 911? How could you call 911 if you would be dead if that was true? They're dead. I know, right? Why? How could you call 911? What is it? Go to the hospital if they're still alive. Go to the hospital? If you're getting a reading of 30%, are you kidding me? What is die? I love it. I love it. What is die? So what I would say on this, get a different O2 reading, change batteries. Actually, Mike, that's a pretty accurate answer. What I would do is something close to that. I would definitely switch it out to another hand and just double check, or maybe wait longer. Maybe also change my batteries. Maybe that might be necessary. Let's see. It says switch fingers. Use another finger. Larry nailed it on the money. All right. Good night.
Good night.
I was just joking, man.
No.
All right, love you too, buddy.
What is-
Can you take him walking? Take him for a walk. Come on, man. Help out. I took him a walk like 2 times. Okay, Dad.
Okay, Dad.
I love you, Dad.
I love you, Dad.
Okay, don't let... All right, everyone, let's go back to this. Pulse oximeter for 200. Can poor blood pressure play a role obtaining a good reading? Well, I'll be quiet. What do you guys say? What is too cold? Pamela, not a bad answer. But can poor blood pressure play a role obtaining a good reading? What's the answer on this? It just says yes. Yeah, you're right. It's a complete, 100% yes. Okay, pulse oximeter for 400. What is the normal range of SpO2? Oh, I know. What is the normal range of SpO2, saturated percentage of oxygen? Patty says, sure. What is 94 to 98? You're close. That is not the normal, that is part of a normal range, but it's not the exact normal range. 95 to 100. That's not considered the normal range. Oh, Patty. Oh my gosh. I think Patty nailed it. You got 97 here. Let's see what the answer is. 88 to 100. Patty! Ah! Are you in my class? Is that why you got that right? All right. It is correct. 88 to 100. If you look it up, it's 88 to 100. If you look it up on Wikipedia, it'll show you something different probably. But we have to use medical guidelines, and it does say 88 to 100. Jeanette, you wouldn't be incorrect in a sense if it was the PaO2 and not the SpO2. So if we're looking at arterial oxygen, then the range is, yes, 60 to 100. But this was a pulse ox. This was an SpO2 reading. So Jeanette, unfortunately, that is not correct. But that would be correct on arterial oxygen. Lung disease for 400. We're almost done. Hold on. How does the oxygen move from alveoli into the bloodstream? How does the oxygen move from the alveoli into the bloodstream? You're in Melanie's class? Mike, how come you never go to my class? Come on, I'm the fun person, man. How does the oxygen move from the alveoli into the bloodstream? Okay, I'm going to give you the answer. Diffusion. is the correct answer. Diffusion. What is breathing? No, that gets air into the lungs. Not a bad answer, though, but it's not the correct answer. It says, how does oxygen move from the alveoli into the bloodstream? So it has to get past has to go into your alveoli, and it has to transport into your blood. So how does it do that? By diffusion. So diffusion is the right answer here. Lung disease for 300. What blood vessels surround the alveoli? My class better get this right. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What blood vessels surround the alveoli? It's not a bad answer, but that artery you're talking about, Jeanette, is a little bit too large. That is not the correct answer, unfortunately. Does anybody else want to give it a shot? I'm going to say that Mike is probably 100% correct on this one, because that's exactly what I would say. But let's see if anybody else wants to give it a shot. Okay, capillaries are correct. So capillaries surround the alveoli. That's how the diffusion happens. Has to get from the oxygen in the air, goes into the lungs, goes into the alveoli, gets transported from the alveoli through the membranes into the capillary beds. Then it gets circulated back to the heart, where it circulates throughout the body. But capillaries is correct. Okay, random facts for 100. How many lobes does the human lung have? That's a good one. How many lobes does the human lung have? Just put in one number. What is 4? You're pretty close. Oh! I think Patty nailed it. In fact, no, I know Patty nailed it. 4, no. What is 7? No, unfortunately, no. 3, 5, 1. Better not be 1. All right, 5 segments altogether. There are 5. That is correct. All right. One last one. Okay, random facts for 300. Okay, here we go. How does a seal stay underwater longer than a human? How does a seal stay underwater longer than a human? I'm thinking this has something to do with the oxygen storage. That's what I'm thinking. Sorry, this wasn't a test question on the national boards. So this is something that's just, it's very random. But let's see what you guys come up with. He closes his nose holes. Jeanette, you're killing me. I love it. What is big lungs? You're not that wrong there, Pamela. You're not that wrong there. It's kind of close to the answer. How to do regulation? Actually, that's not a bad answer itself. I'm going to have to say on this, how does a seal stay underwater? I'm going to think it stores oxygen. That's what I'm going to think. It has a way to store it. Let's see here. Seals can store extra oxygen in their blood. Huh. That's awesome. I did not know that, but I was assuming that would be the answer. Okay. Going to stop that right there. Okay. How'd you guys do? Did you write them all up? Okay. I really like this. I want to do this again, actually, but I think next time I want to bring in some prizes, and then can breathe underwater. They can't breathe underwater. They have lungs. They don't have gills. Yeah, that was fun. I actually really enjoyed that one. But I think next time let's pull in some prizes. Yeah, so we can have some fun and we get these these sponsors to give us some more stuff so we can give these things away. I think that would be awesome. Okay, remember that I will be leaving my Zoom open for about an hour. That was a good game, yeah. I really like that. I'm going to work on the next one. Okay? I really like that. Yeah. It was fun and educating. I love it. Yeah, that was awesome. That was awesome. Okay, I'm going to make sure that next Tuesday, 1 p.m., I'm going to do this again live, but exactly at 1 p.m. So please have some, take some notes, bring your notes or something like that, maybe. Try not to use your computer to type in, because I can tell some people like to do that. They'll hurry up and search on the internet. What's the answer? What's the answer? But try not to do that, Easier answers? Yeah, I agree. I think easier answers would be nice. But we got to have some challenging ones, though, right, Pamela? Like, the 500 ones, like the a little bit more challenging, I think. Okay. It's evening in the UK? All right, Allison, will you be safe out there? Brain fog? Yeah, it's all right, Glenda. So I'll keep my Zoom open if anybody wants to join in my Zoom and ask me questions. You're very welcome, Dana. And remember, I have 20 more spots available for my class. So if you want to try to get in my class, go to our website and just contact me on the website. They know me in and out, of course. So just on the contact page on our website, homerehabnetwork.com. And then just let me know what's the problem, what's going on, and I'll see what I can do. We'll just work step by step. I'll take my 20 years of expertise in breathing care to work for you. Then, of course, we'll work together step by step until your breathing is easier and you're living a much more meaningful and fuller life. Okay, I want to get your work of breathing down, increase your lung functions, get you walking further, develop some independence, and make some new friends. That's what I want. That's what I want you to have. It's not about me. I just run the program.